Hi guys, welcome back to World of Tanks on my channel. So, I was going through some of my old replays thinking about ones I could use for just a video, and as it turns out none of them work because they're all the old version of World of Tanks. So just sat here contemplating, crying, thinking that I've got my own content to upload, but then I just was like, right, let's go to the What Replays website and have a look and see what's about. And this is one of the first battles I picked out. So I'm not going to be able to say that name properly. Zbizeka? Can we just call him Seb? We'll just call him Seb. So, Seb is in the Tortoise on the cliff map. I've left all of the battle bits on this as default, so the map size, whatever, as default. For the most part, I'll be honest, it's a little bit dull, but towards the end it gets quite interesting, and Zeb, to be fair, has a monster game. So, first shot, that was a fantastic shot on the EBR-FL. I always find that they're a pain in the arse. You play in one, for some reason everything can shoot you. When someone else plays in one, you can't hit it for toffee. So, they're 1-0 up. The right flank appears to have been won by the enemy team, and that shot was extremely unlucky. I think there may be a rock or something there that potentially Seb has just missed. So, 1-0 to Seb. Well, Seb's team. The right hand flank is being defended by some not particularly well armoured tanks, and there goes the SU, instantly wiped out by the Jagdpanzer E100. So, one apiece. Right flank not looking too great. Left flank currently being held off by a Progetto and an AMX versus an AMX and a Progetto. The middle, as always, on cliff is just flooded by a mixture of heavy tanks and very small medium tanks and light tanks. So a Kranvagn and an Emil taking advantage of their gun depression here on the small hill, and helping to wipe out the FV4202, who appears to have made a complete dog's dinner of trying to do anything on that hill, and has lost near enough every single hit point he's got. So the Scorpion G providing a bit of support here to Seb here, shooting the Kranvagn and taking 400 hit points off him. The FE has been killed by the T-54, which is currently down to the west there, in sort of the G area, which is again something you have to be very careful with on cliff. Tanks sniping across from G to the tanks up the hill. But so far, though, the battle's not looking too bad. There's not a major disaster. I mean, they're nearly 5,000 hit points down here. And they're not too far behind in terms of kills. Although now the IS-32 and the Grille 15 are the only things holding back that Jagdpanzer E100 and whatever else is down there, which at the moment we don't particularly know, apart from the tanks that are sat in the middle. Unlucky there not to get through the armour of the Emil, Seb, especially with the penetration you've got, but as can be quite clearly seen, premium ammunition has now been loaded. Probably Seb thinking here he'd have to get through the turret of the Emil 1951, and we all know how strong the turret of the Swedish heavy tanks are. So Seb taking advantage here of the very quick reload and high DPM that the Tortoise has, and effectively wiping out near all the hit points on that Emil, making it a one shot for him. Here you can see Jagdpanzer E100 has just pushed through. Seb has clocked onto it. Quite clearly he must have been looking at his mini-map. That IS-32, I think, pretty much knows that he's in a bit of bother here. I mean, he's firing HE at the Jagdpanzer E100. So Seb gets one shot in, and the Scorpion G finishes off the Jagdpanzer E100, which, fair play to them, they've done very well to keep that flank active, considering now they've also lost the Grille 15 down there. So, where has the Emil 1951 gone? I mean, Seb's going to be afraid here to turn around and just look the other way because of the Emil being an auto loader. He won't wipe him out, obviously, in one clip, but he could still do a significant amount of damage here. And at the end of this battle, you'll see why it was very good that Emil didn't stick his turret up and shoot Seb in the arse a couple of times. Tiger 2's next on Seb's hit list. With help from the Scorpion, that Tiger 2 with the baby gun and baby turret has been wiped out. Seb's first kill of this game. The Emil has lost a couple more hit points by the look of it to our friendly Emil. The Kampfpanzer 50T, one shot into that. Ooh, careful on the slippery rocks. He managed to back up here. That's good. The team are now losing 7-9. They're only 1,000 hit points down. There goes the Kampfpanzer. Seb's second kill of the game. And now they've clawed it back to 9 apiece. This is where things start to go wrong. You may have noticed there is a lack of hit points on this team at this moment. But the enemy team also don't have a huge hit point pool. I mean, there is our Kampfpanzer there holding on for dear life and unfortunately being plundered by the enemy Kampfpanzer. So 10-12, not the end of the world, but it's not ideal really, especially when your 3 tanks are a Scorpion G, an ML 1951 and yourself. But fair play to Seb, he's not been shot, he's not been penetrated this battle. He's still got a full hit point pool, which is key towards the end of a game, especially a tank as powerful as the Tortoise. So Scorpion G sat on the hill ready to perform some sniping. Enemy Scorpion G wipes out the ML 1951. The score is now 10-13. Seb's probably sitting here thinking, looking at the hit point pools that are about, thinking that if things go his way, he could be on for a Kolobanov's medal here. So enemy Scorpion G has just lost a substantial amount of hit points to our Scorpion G. T-54 comes around the corner expecting Seb to be facing the wrong way. Seb isn't facing the wrong way, but the T-54 is firing premium. First hit points lost of this game by Seb. Conway, very dangerous tank, firing stun and armour piercing ricochets. Always gives me anxiety when he reverses back here, almost falling down those rocks. Good shots there in the Conway. Ooh, Kampfpanzer behind, firing HE. Completely fucking up firing HE, doing no damage. T-54 firing into the back of Seb there. Kampfpanzer again firing HE, not penetrating. Scorpion G now dead. T-54 on extremely low hit points. And this is where you look at the situation and think Seb's in a bit of trouble here. He's on 211 hit points versus 3 tanks. I mean, that's just a fantastic shot into the Emil. He does very well to angle his armour here. The Kampfpanzer only does 100 damage. High roll for Seb, wiping out the Kampfpanzer. One shot into the Conway, leaving the Conway on extremely low hit points. 6 kills for Seb, 6,000 damage. All this Conway has to do is fire Hesh at Seb at the cupola and he'll wipe him out, so Seb needs to be careful here. One round of premium remaining. And of course the Conway fires APCR. Monster game there for Seb. A bit boring at the start, but a Kolobanov's medal in the bag. 7 kills, even though it didn't look like he'd get that many. So, let's analyse the battle results. So here we are, Seb. Lucky you, you're the first replay I've analysed on this channel for a long time. So, Ace Tanker Badge, Spotter, which is amazing. Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effect, Shell Proof, because in all fairness he did extremely well with the angling of his armour. You saw him, how he turned the tank to ricochet shells that were fired at him. Kolobanov's medal, I mean, that's a difficult one to get, fair play to you. Spartan, Steel Wall, High Caliber, Top Gun. In comparison to his team, it was just fantastic. It was a fantastic result all round for him, really. I mean, he did fire 20 premium shells, so he did lose 46k. I mean, 100 grand on ammunition. But I don't think he'll care really. I mean, he got the medal that everybody really wants. A ton of well, not a ton of credits really, but a decent amount of credits, a lot of experience, and he gets featured on my channel. I mean, I don't know whether he's actually aiming to be featured on my channel, but yeah, he's been featured on my channel. So yeah, there you go. Sorry for calling you Zeb, but yeah, I hope that he appreciates me covering his video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video too. I've certainly enjoyed getting back into performing these replay analysis. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. You all keep safe, and I'll catch you on my next video.